I don't know. I might be a little bit out of the way when I say the way I say, but it's just how I feel about it. I don't understand why people just say stupid things. It seems like they just say it in front of them, sit in front of a mic and say it just because they are who they are, or they. Austin River is talking about he feels there's 30 NBA players that could go easily play in the NFL right now, but I think it was vice versa. Don't feel the same. I'm not going to say no. There's nobody that is in the NFL that could go play the NBA or NBA that could go play the NFL. I mean, I think we all like to think and fantasize what could have been with LeBron James, with his size, his physique. What if he would have played football? Would he be the chosen one? Would he be King James still? There's a lot of things, what ifs. Where I have an issue and why I call it stupidity is just because you have a certain body type or just because you're athletic doesn't mean you can instantly go play another sport. Just because you're athletic doesn't mean your athleticism is the same in that sport versus what you are in the sport you currently are. Or that it takes the same kind of endurance to play one sport versus another, or the crossover of the positions and what that physically entails or actively entails doesn't necessarily match up. So just say, oh, there's no doubt in my mind 30 players in the NBA could go play in the NFL. No, that's not... Like, you it's like, to me, you're just totally disrespecting the whole NFL and what it takes to be an NFL player. And I would feel the same way if someone said vice versa, that, oh, there's easily 30 NFL players that could go play in the NBA today. I don't... Just because you have a similar stereotypical body frame doesn't mean... We watch Michael Jordan. He has a stereotypical body frame of a baseball player. He sucked at it. So, I mean, that's a prime example. Just because you have that, you're an athlete and you have that particular body frame doesn't mean you can cross over. It's not that it's that easy. And I don't know, I just feel like... I just feel like you're disrespecting the NFL more than trying to say that these NBA players are gifted. Even in researching into this whole topic and conversation, most people don't feel there's much more than 5 or 10 NBA players that could just go play in the NFL. This is not a popular belief across, the entire sports world, but I just feel that, like, I don't know. Do you in your mind, when you just sit there and think of random players? I'm not saying nobody can't cross over, and we know a lot of NFL players that played college basketball or played high school basketball, and who knows, they might have been a great basketball player, and we'll never know. And luckily for us, most of the time, they end up going on to be great NFL players or great NBA players instead of LeBron playing the NFL, and we never know. But we got lucky. He just was a great NBA player, so we didn't miss out on nothing because we got to see greatness in another sport. Anybody off the top of your head, like, am I feeling too much in my own way about what was said to see more of the light? So what do you think about that?
But even that right there is kind of iffy. You know what I mean? I understand a lot of people play, a lot of athletes anyway. From the NBA, even if you're NBA or NFL, play 2 sports. You know what I mean? It's just that it's just a way to stay active. You know what I mean? All year round. In high school. Once you get into college, we saw the Draymond Green situation when he lined up at tight end. We seen how that went. You understand? When he came out there in pads and tried out for the tight end while he was playing basketball, we seen what happened there. You know what I mean? There are players that are athletic that can play basketball and football, but once you get to that dedication point, of what it takes to win in football and what it takes to win in basketball, they're totally two different things. You know what I mean? Just because a player is good in the NBA doesn't mean he'll be good on that football field. It will go vice versa. Just because you're good in football doesn't mean you'll dominate in the NBA. Just because there's a little bit different things that you have to do. So that comment kind of reached. I understand. Rivers was just trying to make a point, but it's just different. I don't think them NBA players can take hits like NFL players can, just because their body is not trained to take them type of hits or type of they take really hard lickings. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same token, the NFL players, they're not trained. They're not really trained to run and jump high or shoot a ball in a hoop. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it was a reach, in my opinion. But there's some players that can definitely play basketball, football players that can definitely play basketball. And there's obviously players that can play basketball that could play football, but we just don't know.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel